Welcome everybody to another episode of Dear Insurance Outsider, where we answer today's most pressing insurance questions. I'm Andrea Salazar, coming to you live from really just a place where we borrowed to set up our cameras and shoot this episode. And as always, I have my guest here with me, Mr. Insurance Outsider himself, also known as Doug. How are you, Doug?
I'm doing fabulous, Andrea, and you're doing a wonderful job in our studio.
In our studio that we borrowed. It's great to be here again. Let's go ahead and move on to our first question. Dear Insurance Outsider, I know I need to have life insurance, but it's not like I need a huge policy. How do I know how much life insurance to get? Give it to me straight, Insurance Outsider.
The straight answer is you need to evaluate really exactly what she's looking for. The first question I would ask if I was in a conversation with her about our life insurance, Andrea, I'd ask her, how much debt do you have? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car payment? Do you have debt? And do you have kids? The second thing I would ask her, how long will you need your income to replace for a spouse or for your kids? And the third thing I'd ask, if they do have kids, do you plan on paying for their education? Some people are different in that scenario.
Dear Insurance Outsider, my wife wants to get $1 million life insurance policy. I don't want to pay that kind of premium. Can you settle this? I'm 45. How much life insurance should I get?
Well, this is a really common problem for us, Andrea. And really the situation is I try to tell most clients, don't think about the premium, think about what it does. Don't make the premium the issue. Think about the need. And the need could be for the spouse, what's the mortgage payment? What's the car payment? What's the debt? Do you have kids? Do you want income for your spouse after you're gone? And those are the elements that you put together your legacy and your peace for peace of mind.
Dear Insurance Outsider, in your vast experience, a wise one, what's the worst thing that has happened when somebody didn't get life insurance?
Well, there's two stories I'm going to share with you, Andrea. The worst is I recently had a friend who was 45 years old in a profession, and he recently passed away. He had 2 kids left that he left behind and no life insurance. And what was the resolution for that? Candidly, he could have probably bought $100,000 for $30 a month. But for whatever reason, he got busy, he really didn't fill that void, and they ended up doing a GoFundMe page. And it was really stressful for the family. Very, very stressful for the family. And they could have been easily solved for a small amount of money.
All right, folks, well, that's all the time we have for today, but make sure you ask us any question you've always wanted to know about insurance at questions@insuranceoutsider.com, brought to you by 4NoExam.com.